Brian Agler, a name familiar with the folks here in Columbus, he has had success in basketball throughout his life. The starting point guard for Wittenberg University's 1977 National Championship men's team, Player of the Year in the Ohio Athletic Conference as well. Now, the Wilmington, Ohio native is best known for his coaching in women's professional basketball. He spent 15 years coaching college teams, first as head coach at Missouri, Kansas City, and then at Northeast Oklahoma A&M, and then Kansas State after that. In 1996, Coach Agler was selected to coach the Columbus Quest of the American Basketball League, and he led the team to back-to-back championships. On a personal note here, nobody knows this because I haven't told this story in Columbus before. I've been here 16 years now in town. 2 years before I came to town was when the Columbus Quest were on their run to win their ABL title. Well, I was working in Richmond, Virginia. We had the Richmond Rage who came to Columbus. So in a prophetic move, I came with the team. I was doing sports in the day. Came with the team to Columbus to cover it. Had no idea, where Columbus was, anything about Columbus on the radar, or that I would work here in the next couple of years. So we come here to cover the game, and it's late at night, and it ends right before our 11 o'clock news, and I'm going through our local CBS affiliate, my bosses now, and we're using their satellite truck, and we're sending our signal back to Richmond. It's a close game. It's a great game. The Quest pull it out and win it. So side by side out of this satellite truck, I am sending my feed back to Richmond, and the local CBS affiliate here, with one of the guys that I would work with in a couple of years, is doing his live shot. Kind of a different scene, if you can imagine, because I'm the loser guy off to the side here. My team just got outed in the championship. And then the winning guy is doing his report, and the team had become fond of this particular reporter, and they decided that they were going to be popping champagne and spraying him and jumping on him, all in the background of my live shot. So I'm standing right there on the news like, yeah, we lost. And these guys are going crazy behind me, and I just remember that scene, looking back on it, and especially it was fun to tell when I came and worked for the station 2 years later. I said, thanks a lot for that little backdrop there. But Brian Agler orchestrated the entire thing, led that team to the championship in this building. They played right up the hallway in this building where the championship was. So pretty cool stuff back in the day when they did that. He became the first head coach. The ABL League folded, and then he became, Brian did the first head coach of the Minnesota Lynx of the WNBA. After 3 seasons, he became an assistant with Phoenix and then San Antonio. The Seattle Storm then hired Brian as their head coach in 2008. In his first 2 seasons with the Storm, his teams won 22 and 20 games respectively. And then during the 3rd season, the Storm went 28-6 all the way to win all 7 of their playoff games and won the 2010 WNBA championship. Brian tells us his basketball heroes are his father, William, his high school coaches, Larry Gibson, Dave Merchant, and Bill McElroy, and his college coach, Larry Hunter. During the WNBA offseason, Brian and his wife Robin enjoy following their children now as they play and coach basketball. I want you to please give a warm welcome to Brian Agler here and welcome him into the Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame. Brian.
First of all, thank you so much for this recognition. It's quite an honor. I didn't know we had any impact on your life at all back 18 years ago.
Negative as it was fine. It was good.
It doesn't really matter if you're recognized as a team, a team I was on in 1977 was, I think, inducted the very first year, Wittenberg's national championship team. And I didn't get a chance to attend then, but I'm so glad I am tonight. But it doesn't matter if it's a team or an individual recognition. There's so much you have to go through, the perseverance, the resiliency, the experiences, the roller coaster. But I think that more importantly, and it's sort of like what Coach Burson said, and it was Coach Burson, it's great to see you here tonight. I haven't seen you in a while. But it's so many people that support you unwaveringly to help you achieve goals. And I'm glad that you said take your time to talk about some people, because I plan to do that. First of all, fabulous family. I had great parents, Bill and Pat Agler. My dad's deceased now, but my mom still follows us no matter if playing or coaching. Got a great wife, Robin, 2 kids, Bryce, who today graduated from Wittenberg University.
Awesome.
And my daughter Taylor, who is playing now as a freshman at Indiana. And so it's great to follow those kids. But also coaches that and teammates and friends that were a part of my life and really helped me. Emil Rubich, Dave Merchant, Larry Gibson, Steve Long, Bill McElroy, Elgin High School. I was born in Wilmington, and I know there's quite a few Wilmington people here. My dad coached down there at the high school back in the early 60s, late 50s, early 60s, and then we moved to Marion County, and I went to Marion Elgin High School. And then a couple great teammates, Randy Mobley, who's well known in the community. He's the president of the International League here, and then Rob Carr. But honestly, my experiences that I draw on every single day now were influenced by my days at Wittenberg.
I think it's going to be a while.
The winningest Division III program in the country. And two great coaches that will be inducted here at some point, I'm sure, Larry Hunter and Steve Moore. And their influence on my life and the other guys that played there is unmeasured. But Wittenberg's tradition, part of how special that place is the tradition that was in place back in the early 60s with Ray Mears and then Eldon Miller and Bobby Hamilton. And then, of course, Coach Hunter and Coach Moore came in. And then, Dan Hipsher, Bill Brown, their effect on that university and the program is unbelievable. And, of course, I had some great teammates there. There was a couple guys, though, before I talked about my teammates, Tommy Dunn and Don Lynham are here tonight. Both those guys had gone through the program and were there when I went to school and really took me under their wing and helped me adjust to the college days. But those teammates of Rick White and Clyde Eberhardt, who's deceased, and Greg C. and Kurt Keener and George Jackson, Matt Ware-Eye, Alan Watson, Robin Gregory, Tyrone Curtis, Brad Gutschel, Mike Vanette, Chris Adams, Dave Andrews, who's deceased, and Derek Byers are a few of the guys that were just great teammates. Played high-level basketball, but we, just like what the Wright State team and just like the Wilmington College team, we were great teammates and we formed a team. Had great assistant coaches through the years, and of course, just great players that I've coached. And coached multiple Olympians, one being Katie Smith, who couldn't be here tonight. Right now, I have the privilege of coaching Sue Bird, who is just the greatest point guard in the world. But again, thank you for all your support, people. Thank you, Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame, and best of luck to everybody that's here. Thank you.